I'll speak, about the Zulu culture. In Zulu culture, we don't have structures like mental illness, mental illness centers or things like that. Our issues, our problems.
Yeah, you have a point there. You really have a point. That is a good one.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Your auntie, your mangwane, your rakadi, your malum, would step in to fill in to solve that problem for the individual or for the family or for the couple or for whoever. So that structure is inbred within the culture of having the village to solve the problem. So now let's bring it back to the lobola. The lobola is the act of having to identify all these structures which will be beneficial and necessary down the line for the children, for future, families and things like that. This people who are skilled, knowledgeable, about, different things, because we didn't go to a psychiatrist or things like that. But, we survived, we got healthy mentally, physically, and because all this stepped in. And it starts right at these negotiations. It's not even a negotiation, it's just a getting to know the family, getting to know where you are being, where you're going to be joined with. So when troubles come or when things happen, you know exactly, where to go to.
Yeah. So that was, it replaces what is the mental institutions. So we don't have a lot of that back home. So you really need your people around. You need your family to kind of pitch in and help you out. So that's the difference, and that's really a great one that you said. So so going back to your question about the Seswa, you're talking about Seswa earlier.
Before I get to the Seswa, unfortunately, cultures get adulterated by people who have selfish intentions. You see what I'm saying? So with people who commodify their children, who make them commodities as get rich schemes, because your child has attained a certain level of education, then they make the child a commodity so that the family can gain some monies or things like that. That's
I know, right?
Intention of lobola. Yes, you will find those type of people, and they do give us a bad name. They give lobola a bad rap. That lobola is a bad practice. No, it's not. Lobola in itself is not bad. It's just how people will twist it and turn it around and change it and make it seem like it's a lost cause of a culture, of a custom. So all the people who are logged in there, just pass the word around that lobola is good. I believe in lobola because lobola does bring families together if done right. So, okay.
Yeah, thank you for explaining all that. I mean, I hope that people out there learned a little bit about something, the Zulu and the Xhosa culture. But as you know, I'm from Botswana. So what was your question again about Seswa? Let's get back to the food situation.
Let's just talk anything Seswa because I love it. I am craving it right now. I just want to talk about it because it's my favorite food. I love it,
Yeah, Seswa, as she's explaining, she loves Seswa. Seswa is just like a pounded beef, just a regular beef. Usually Ceylon beef is very good to use. So when I first made Seswa, she kept saying, oh, this meat looks like it came from, like the baby spit it. But boy, until she really ate that Seswa, she talks about it all the time. Seswa is like yeah, like I explained already, it's a pounded beef that in Botswana is cooked a lot, especially if there's a wedding or if there's a funeral. There's always seswa, because Botswana actually has more cattle than it has people. Like back in the days. Now I'm not sure, because it looks like, you know, all the agriculture has been affected with what, you know, everything that's going on. But I grew up eating more meat. The chicken was very expensive. So meat. If you eating lunch without meat, it's not it. So anyway, the beef, you pound it, and you know, when you pound it, it becomes like in more, like there's more of it, so you can serve it by a spoon, a little bit at a time, is feed like a lot of people, like I say, in a wedding or a funeral. So it's a very tasty meat. I have done it before in my videos, and I plan to do it again, because she criticized me saying, girl, that wasn't the real seswa. The real seswa, you're supposed to cook it plain, just with salt and meat, and then you pound it, and then you got the real stuff. So tell me what you like more about seswa, Bongi.
Oh my gosh. The purity of just plain pure ingredients, especially if you get quality meat, and you know, this is where, you know, I apologize to all the vegetarians out there, but you know, I'm a meat my culture. We slaughter a lot of animals, you know, in celebrations, in ceremonies and things like that. So we eat a lot of meat. So I just like the, you know, just the unadulterated taste of Siswa. It's just plain beef and nothing else. And it has been cooked to bring out its authentic flavor and taste. I can't even explain. You all have to taste this. It is amazing.
You will have to, when I post a video, I plan to cook it maybe within the next week. So when I post the video on my YouTube, please, I'll let you know. And you need to watch it so that you can make yourself the famous seswa.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to make it myself, because I really do enjoy being served your siswa. I always feel like I might get it wrong somehow, but I'm gonna try. I'll try it. I'll try making it. I'll try making
you
it.
know, the funny thing about siswa, or the meat, when back home in Botswana, I don't know anywhere else, when there's a funeral or a wedding, some people will be, you know, they will come to the wedding, even, of course, if they are not invited, just to eat siswa. Or to the funeral, which, I mean, is not a good thing to talk about right now. But without knowing that seswa is going to be there, people will come. Because, again, in Botswana, when there's a wedding, people will just come uninvited. Why? Because some people are just know there's going to be a lot of food. So they'll just come. I know here nothing like that will happen. I'm sure things have changed a bit now, but before, you know, you invite people, you know, but before you know it, you have like 300-400 people, 500 people in your yard, and you're gonna have to serve those people. That's just how it works. I told somebody here in the States before, she like, no, that can't be. I said, I'm telling you, people will just show up, and you can't chase them back.
But it goes to show the richness of the culture, and it goes back to the village aspect of it, that the whole village, the village cries together, the village celebrates together, the village does things together, raising kids and doing everything. So when there's a wedding, you cannot separate, you know, which individual from which individual to be invited to an event. You know, the event is to collectively celebrate. and to mourn or to enjoy or to celebrate whatever. It is to ease each other's burden. You know,
Mhm.
going back to
The
the
village thing. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the village disciplines kids, the village teaches kids, does everything together. So growing up, it was very common for my mom or my neighbor to, you know, come knocking on my door and say, you know, they're making dinner and they would like a cup of rice or things like that. You know, you know, I could never imagine anything like that in America or in the West or anything like that. But it's a common thing in Africa. It is not it's not weird or strange, you know, for something like that to happen. But that's because our culture extends beyond just the, you know, the celebration. It's everyday living, you know, every
Yeah.
day together. So when there's a funeral, obviously the whole village is going to mourn. So you have to cater for all those people to come and mourn with you and eat with you. When there's a wedding, you celebrate, the whole village celebrates. So you have to feed those people. They don't need to be invited. They just show up. You have to handle the heat. And my dad unfortunately left us 3 years ago, and I traveled home, you know, for his burial. I'm not kidding. I looked up. First of all, the church was spilling. People were outside, spilling out into the streets. You know, standing out of the churchyard, and then when it came to be fed, it was. My eyes could not take in the thousands of people who had come to bury my father. Like, I'm talking thousands, not 1,000, not 2,000.
Yeah.
I couldn't count, but it appeared like it was 5,000, 10,000. And we had to feed all of those people.
Hey. Yeah, I mean it's really great, but you know sometimes you'll be out of food for even people that are supposed to eat there. But you're not gonna cry over it, that's for sure. You know.
But food never runs
So
out.
yeah, there's someone online actually talking about in Tanzania they used to, you know, in Tanzania she said she used to wake up and just walk to the neighbor's house and ask for breakfast without them even knowing she's coming. You see, that's a good example then.
Yes, our next door to our home, there was a little boy. We would be sleeping, and we just, you know, just come into the house, and he would stay the whole house, eat, be fed, and bathed. By the time he goes home, he's bathed and changed.
Oh my God. Hey, but you know, I mean, that is just a beautiful thing, though. You know, that goes to saying that people are not scared of each other. You know, whereas like these days, especially here, it's like, you know, you have a neighbor and you haven't even you actually don't know them. You haven't spoken to them. There's no way they can come to your house and